And there's a lot on my mind. A lot of nothing, really. A lot of nothing. I kind of feel as though the floods are coming. The floods are coming, and we deserve the floods. Our society is producing nothing but misery, nothing but destruction to the human mind, body, heart, and soul. And the more that I get older, the less illusions I live by. You see, my favorite artist, pretty much, my favorite overall artist is this guy named Saul Williams. And what I realized about Saul Williams, he's a fighter. But fighting for what? Fighting for what? And there's no way we're gonna make it. There's no way we're gonna make it. There's no way out. Like Diddy's first album. We're on a collision course with a freak accident. An accident. The way that we built up quite unconsciously, quite automatically, I don't know. Just doing our little part over generations and generations and generations, built up this momentum for this society that we live in. And all that collective, the sum total of all actions has culminated into a civilization of slavery, misery, and materialism. See, us believing in only material, scientific, atheistic beliefs has resulted in us having no imagination. No imagination. And so the world that we create looks like the way it looks. What are we even doing here in this cold ass country, trying to make a living in this miserable weather? What are we even doing here? There is no way out. We are not going to make it, people. And there's no question that some people just were destined to live the so-called good life, become famous and rich and successful. But back to the imagination. You know, there's a war going on inside no man is safe from. Okay? There's a war going on inside, not outside. Outside is only a result of inside. Yes, it's true. Our imagination is sick. Our imagination is filled with demons. Demons we can't escape. Demons we keep manifesting into reality. Because we only believe in what we can see, taste, touch, feel, hear. I'm not saying we all need to be good Christians or anything like that, because there is a God, but that God is not good. That's right. God is not good. That was a lie. There's all types of gods. Maybe the highest God is good, but that God is perfection, and not perfection. There's no there's no imagination necessarily. There's no need. There's no creativity. So human beings are suffering machines, creativity machines. We create ideas through the suffering, by the suffering. The suffering is kind of the raw material for the creativity. It is the fuel for the creativity. Yeah, God is probably, at least the God of this world, evil. Probably evil. And favors certain people randomly, perhaps. Maybe there's some type of system to it. But it looks pretty random to me. Randomly favors them for whatever. I wonder if anybody's truly happy. I wonder if happiness ever existed. I'm starting to doubt it. I think it's another one of these myths out here. One of these carrots on a stick for us to chase. And there's no question that this world was created and is sustained by a dark force, a dark destructive force that grinds us into dust. And the whole universe is going to fold up one day and crunch. And is that bad or good? I don't know. I don't think there is even really bad or good. Even in fact, I know I just said God is bad, but honestly, beyond good or bad, what are we doing? What are we fighting for? What's the point? Why don't we all just give up? And I don't mean to end it. I mean, what if we all stop trying to change the world? What if we all stop trying to get our agendas fulfilled and just relaxed and took it fucking easy for once? There are civilizations on this planet that are 60,000 years old. North Sentinel Island has one of them. And in our modern, sophisticated, technological societies, don't even last, what? How long did Rome last? I don't know. 700 years of barbarity, cruelty, and misery, and slavery. The anti-civilization that Rome was, at least, Kemet, or Egypt, lasted a while, a long time. But that was more of a golden age for humanity. Much better than what we have going on today. So, yeah. This is Phoenix. Phoenix Erewhon is the name I chose. I'm coming live from cold-ass Canada, where we came to make a living. Because the people here needed workers. Workers for their factories or whatever. And we came here as immigrants to lay our families down and establish our little communities on this here stolen land of Canada, on this crime scene called Canada. And we expect ourselves to thrive. We expect to again find that elusive thing called happiness, pursuit of happiness, this fake ass thing that never existed. All we're going to find is addiction and empty and broken promises and struggle to make a living and sustain ourselves and accumulate money that we never really get to enjoy. because the banksters got us on choke, got us on lockdown. We can't even enjoy the money. The inflation, can't save money. No point, really. You can't make it big. No point. No point. If you can just be middle class, that's it. You're gonna suffer. You're better off poverty, living free off the government, than having a middle class struggle. Ain't that a biatch? Okay. Yeah, that is. I don't know if I'm done ranting yet. Today I was gonna go do some poetry at this poetry recital, slam competition type of thing. But the weather made me feel like I don't feel like going outside, and I have a little headache and all types of ish. So I said, I'm just gonna stay home. Plus, I'm kind of tired, working all week and shit. Trying to experiment, looking at life as more of an experimentation to see what can happen if I dare to dream, dare to be something different and behave differently. That shit is hard, man. Breaking up bad habits, old personality based habits. Is it even possible? I don't even know. I'm trying to see. Yesterday I asked this girl out at work. And why did I ask her out? Well, in my head, I built up this projection. I built up this fantasy in my head. And when I approached her to ask her out, I instantly could see that she was not this fantasy, this build up in my head. That was not her. And I kind of wanted her to reject my advances, and she did. Still, it kind of bothered me and left me lingeringly feeling, I don't know. But overall, isn't that what we're doing with life? Building up a fantasy. If I just get this and get that and this, then everything will be just fine. And I'll be wonderful. Nothing will be problematic. But that is the part of the myth making of the mind. The mind is a myth maker, the primary myth maker in the world. All we have is our mind. All is mind. The world is mental. It's mind over matter. Its mind is the primary force in the universe. There's a mind behind all this stuff. And with the way the world that we perceive isn't really the world, you see, because at least it's an illusion. It's an hallucination, fundamentally, because let's just say you were a snake or a bee or a bird or something. Through your nervous system, you perceive a different world. And even in fact, even every individual, every human individual, perceives a little different world. Are you seeing the same color red as I am? Are you? Probably not. The red you perceive is probably not the same red that I perceive. You probably perceive a red a shade darker, a shade lighter, or something. And then it's always in flux and flow because are you even perceiving the same exact red moment to moment? But if it's, incrementally changing as you age and your eyesight declines in accuracy, just at a pace you can't even really perceive, but it is changing. Nothing is ever staying the same. It's all fading away. It's all passing by. There's nothing solid in the whole entire world. Nothing solid. That's why I find it hard to even be ethnocentric anymore. Even though I am, I want to see, I'd love to see black people start to win. I'd love to see that. Wouldn't it be wonderful? But the truth of the matter is, black people don't even really exist. White people don't exist. Chinese people don't exist. Part of that myth making of the mind. Not only that, it's our imagination under attack. You see, because colonial powers, a while back, invented all this shit. They invented this world for us to live in. They invented racial categorizations for us to live out, believe in. And then we got reinforced through the education system to believe in nation states. And be proud, patriotic, whatever the hell. Shoot. Shit ain't real, people. Your identity is a complete myth made up by not even you. Not even your mind made that up. It was something else. It was a randomness, an occurrence, a freak accident. Like I said, it's really not real. So, I don't know what to say, people. All I know what to say is that there may be no way out. Just live in the moment as best you can. As best you can. Recognize the truth as best you can. Prepare for the inevitable. The one great equalizer. Perhaps there is an afterlife or some type of reincarnation. I don't really know. And I don't know why anybody thinks they know. It's speculation at best. But sometimes I feel like it is an intuitive understanding that we have, that we're just born with. That there's something more. Some type of intuitive understanding that is dampened by our scientific, atheistic, materialistic society. Like psychic abilities that are probably dampened and destroyed by media and education systems. Or deducation systems. Yeah, that's what it is. So, coming up on 18 minutes. I don't want to make this too long. But all I want to say is, I guess, thank you for listening. Thank you for being here. Hopefully you can subscribe and you could participate in the discussion about these topics. What do you think? Do you think reality is real? Do you believe you're an American, a Chinese, a black, a white? Do you believe that God is good? Or is God beyond simple morality and ideas of good and bad and good and evil and whatever else? What makes the world really go round? Is it love? I think it might be. I think there might be some type of love that sustains this. I don't know why. Again, maybe it's not a tuition thing. All right. So thank you guys. Signing off.